Meditate, manifest, invest in you. Join me on my spiritual journey as I elevate myself and like-minded listeners to a higher level mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thank you for listening. This is Black Hippie Lounge, and I am your host, Chanel. Round two. Okay, so this next episode is the New Year questionnaire thing that I was talking about in episode 888. So I'm gonna answer these questions. Okay, I thought I lost it. 1 second. All right. So I found this 20 questions for New Year's Eve. And like I said, I'm going to do my best to answer them to, the best of my ability according to myself. And you guys can use those same questions to ask yourself, or it doesn't have to be only on New Year's Eve. Obviously, you could do whatever you want if you reach it after the New Year, and to ask yourself, maybe just to help you reflect. So, question 1 is, what was the single best thing that happened this past year? Single best thing for me, getting a new job. Getting a new job and being able to accomplish that goal before graduation, which is what I was trying to do. So, question 2, what was the single most challenging thing that happened? Challenging thing. This is year 2021. I would say just trying to honestly not go with the flow, but to just stay grounded with everything that's going on, and at times of feeling like I didn't know what I'm supposed to be doing or how to accomplish certain things for myself. And I'm still trying to figure it out too. But I would say, a challenge was trying to stay grounded all the time and trying to stay level-headed, and I don't want to say to keep going, but just trying to remain positive all the time. Not all the time, but just trying to keep, like I said, trying to keep myself grounded. It's not always easy to do that. So what was an unexpected joy this past year? It's not a joy. It's a joy, but it's not necessarily to pertain to me, but a joy that I experienced or heard about, learned something about, is about my friend, my best friend. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's a joy that is a gift that she's receiving, and that I can't wait to, see how it all comes out, how it all comes into fruition in the next year. So just being able to be a part of that joy with her, that was an unexpected but great joy this past year. What was an unexpected obstacle? Unexpected obstacle was moving to a new apartment. It's just the way that it all came about was unexpected, and it all worked out. So I'm not considering it a huge obstacle. It was just the way about it came about. I wasn't expecting the process to be that way. To more so what caused or opened the door for a move to even occur. That is what I would say. It was unexpected. Pick 3 words to describe this past year. For me, it was humbling. It was 3 words to describe this past year. Humbling, accomplishment, whatever you want to say. And it was great. To be honest, like, this was a great year for me. I can't complain. I learned a lot of stuff, experienced a lot of things, but I'm still here. And I got a lot of stuff. I accomplished mad stuff this year. So it was a great year for me. I made it do what it do. Okay. So number 6, pick 3 words your partner or close friend would use to describe your year. Similar to the ones I just said, like, let's say like accomplished or goal-oriented and flourishing and fun. I feel like I had a fun year. Pick 3 words your partner or close friend would use to describe their year. My friend would probably say growth and financial stability and happiness. What were the best books you read this year? Honestly, I didn't read that many books this year, to be honest, as much as I probably should have. But the book that I am reading is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, the one that I shared on Instagram. So I can say that. I'm sure I did read other books, but I just can't remember it. But that's the most recent one that I'm reading. So who were your most valuable relationships with? I'm sorry, like, there's something going on outside. I don't know what they're doing. Who are your most valuable relationships with? I had a lot of valuable friendships. A lot of good friendships that I have. With guys and girls. Family relationships. Yeah, that's really all I can say. They're valuable, to an extent. What was your biggest personal change from January to December of this past year? I would say biggest personal change is not only learning how to, but actually following through with letting go of people. I have a hard time doing that sometimes. And even as of like yesterday, just let somebody go without I didn't even really have a conversation with them. I just deleted them because that's the form of communication that I use to interact with them. And I felt like it was time to separate. Person isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing for me, so just let it go. So I think the personal challenge is just following through on the act of letting go, no matter how hurtful it could potentially be, just letting it go. In what ways did you grow emotionally? I didn't. I'm playing. Emotionally, I would say, for me, it's allowing myself to feel emotions. I feel like a lot of the times I just want to joke around or be chill. I don't really want to tap into being angry or being sad. But this year, I feel like I've allowed myself to tap into that a little bit more. Even if I didn't cry, it's just like being able to say like, damn, like that actually hurt my feelings. Like, I feel like even as of recently, I had to realize that a lot of times I will say my response is like, all right, I don't care. And I have to stop saying that not stop saying it. Let me not say that because I'm not going to stop saying that. But being okay with saying like, all right, that hurt my feelings, or, I'm mad about that, like allowing myself to feel those things. I just think that that's where ego comes into, because I don't want to feel like I got, duped or someone got one up on me or something, I think that's what that comes from. In what ways did you grow spiritually? Spiritually, I feel like I became more in tune with my higher self, even more than I was before. And even though I didn't practice meditation as much as I should have, I've had a few experiences this year through meditation that really were helpful to me to grow. So I think spiritually, I'm always going to keep growing. But this year, I definitely had spiritual growth in becoming more grounded and not reacting off of emotion so much. Still do sometimes, but doing better with it. In what ways did you grow physically? Well, I didn't grow. Like, I'm never growing. I ain't never gonna grow. Like, I'm 5'2" forever. But physically, I worked out this year, so getting some gains as far as like muscles, definitely, for sure. Actually, yeah, hold up. Definitely on my legs. I actually had a compliment on that. Someone saying that my legs like look like they had more muscle and stuff. And I think my abs is coming in a little bit. They're coming in a little bit better. And physically, I guess this is technically physically just like my hair, because I've been trying to grow up my afro curls and just letting it being more natural, not, straightening my hair or putting heat on it or any chemicals, just letting it grow. So it's been a long journey with that, and I still have time. I still have more growth to do with it, but where I am now compared to where I was in the beginning is definitely some growth with that. So in what way or ways did you grow in your relationships with others? Some I grew apart, some I grew closer to. I feel like the ones I grew apart, it's for me, I put in as much effort as I could, and I'm always somebody who's willing to have a conversation and like explain my feelings or just bring up topics. But when you feel like you're hitting a dead wall, or you feel like, all right, you're just not getting it, or you're not gonna be what I need you to be, then yeah, naturally you can grow apart. And the ones that I grew closer to is because I did exactly what I just said, opened up to them and had conversations or had real conversations with them, and they responded in a mature way that allowed them to do the same and respond and express themselves, and that allowed us to grow closer. So what was the most enjoyable part of your work, both professionally and at home? Well, at home, just being home. Like, I had never experienced working from home. So yeah, like just being able to, well, actually in 2021, I didn't really get to work from home that much, did I? 2021, because we went back to school. But that summer, I did get to work from home, right? Yeah. So, that summer, I got to. But professionally growing, just staying in contact with the students and like being able to work at the school, but also still transitioning this past month to a new job. So definitely The challenge with that is just the transition itself. Now I am commuting to work versus driving before, so I have to like be more on it as far as the train and stuff like that. Actually, now I think about it, I gotta add money to my card. So yeah, just it's a different way of working now. What was your single biggest time waster in your life this past year? Eek. Biggest time waster. Yikes. Meaningless relationships. Actually, let me not say that. Because I feel like any relationship, even if you didn't get what you want out of it, it's never a waste of time. It's some kind of thing to learn from it. Biggest time waster? Oh, okay, hold on. The biggest time waster for me is definitely overthinking things, or allowing my anxiety to tap in and make me question things, or staying too long on something. Excuse me. Instead of just going with my gut and my intuition. Just going with whatever is telling me to do, and doing a little evaluation, but then just going forward with it. What was the best way you used your time this past year? Podcasting and honestly a lot of like some alone time. I would say it was a good way to use my time. Learning to separate and just enjoy my time with myself and reflect on things and set goals and figuring out a plan for myself, and working out, cleaning my house, like just creating the sanctuary that I live in, as I love where I live in my home right now. I would say that was one of the best ways I've used my time, but also just doing activities that allowed me to grow as a woman. Whether that be, like I said, setting up my home and working out, or just cooking and finding ways to be my healthiest self. What was the biggest thing you learned this past year? Biggest thing I learned this year? How powerful I am, and how powerful like I can manifest things for myself, and that believing in them and doing the work to get to them will make it come true for me. So just practicing the power of my words and manifesting, and knowing that, having those aha moments when you're like, oh shoot, like it's really happening. Like I know I said it, and I know I asked for it, but it's really here. So I learned how to manifest, and I'm definitely going to be doing that way more in 2022, like speaking things into existence and really believing it, no matter what things look like and no matter how bad things get, still holding on to that hope and that belief. And that, honestly, I feel like that hope that you hold on to is what makes it come about. That's literally the key ingredient, I feel. Create a phrase or statement that describes this past year for you. Create a phrase or statement that describes this past year. Nobody got you like you. Yeah. Nobody has your back like you do. You're your biggest support system, your biggest fan, and you better cheer yourself on. Cheer yourself on. You better have a bunch of yous in the stadium jumping up, screaming your name. Yeah. So those are the 20 questions for New Year's Eve. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad. Definitely tripped me up a little bit, some of the questions, as far as just reflection, but it was good trip ups. So I will try to see how I can share those. I might have to screenshot them and break them up, so that you guys can do it for yourself too. But again, Happy New Year, going in strong. This 2022 is about to be a year, baby. I'm telling you, I'm about to be traveling. I already booked one trip for myself and my friends for graduation. It's time to get lit, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna travel more, because life is too short, so there are so many places I haven't been yet. So I definitely have to get some stamps on my passport, and there are places even within the United States I still haven't been to Cali yet, so I gotta get on the move. So definitely gonna travel more, enjoy life more. I'm not letting COVID or nothing stop me. Just have to be smart about your choices and the way you do things. And because we obviously don't know when this is going to go away, you just don't. So, 2022, I'm excited. I'm excited for 2022 because your girl is about to graduate. I'm about to be, this is about to be a great year. It's no doubt. I'm claiming it, manifesting it, owning it. It's about to be great. No matter what happens, it's going to be great. So, and I'm manifesting that for you too. So, that's all I got for this one. I'll share it, like I said, and be safe. Happy New Year. Meditate, manifest, invest in you. Rate and review the podcast if you can, por favor. And if you have questions or topics you want me to talk about, send it in, DM me, whatever way you want to communicate. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. That's it. And Snapchat. Actually, I don't have a Black Hippie Lounge Snapchat, but I don't think you would want to hit me up on Snapchat anyways. But if you want to hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, for sure. And thank you for listening. Thank you. Hold up. Thank you, because it's about to be the end of the year. I've had a lot of people, new followers, and just faithful followers. I love you guys. Thank you for rocking with me this couple of years, because I started this in 2020. So yeah, it's been a great time, and I appreciate you guys listening and supporting, and commenting on posts or just sharing when episodes are released or anything. Just it's great. It's definitely appreciated. I started this in 2020, so it's been a year, going on 2 years. In February will be 2 years. That's crazy. So I appreciate you guys. 2022, it's going to be good. I'm going to have some good topics. The last live that I did, I got some good suggestions. I'm going to do more lives as well. So yes, we're about to get it popping in 2022. So I have one more episode to record for today for you guys. And I hope that this resonated. I hope these questions are helpful to you. Hope maybe my responses were helpful. I don't know. But I love you guys. Happy New Year and take care.